At some point, everything stops feeling enough. Not because your life is falling apart, but because something inside you is. You achieve something, and the feeling fades quickly. You distract yourself, but the silence comes back. You tell yourself you just need more. More success, more money, more progress. But even when you move forward, the satisfaction never lasts. And that's when it starts to feel confusing. Because from the outside, you might be doing fine. But inside, there's this constant sense that something is missing. And most people respond to this feeling the same way. They chase more goals, more validation, more distractions, hoping that eventually something will finally feel enough. But it never does. And the reason is not what you think. It's not because you're ungrateful. It's not because you're lazy. It's because you're trying to fill something with what it was never created for. The Qur'an points directly to this reality. Qur'an 57:20. Know that the life of this world is only play, amusement, and adornment. Think about that. Play, distraction, temporary enjoyment. Not something meant to fully satisfy you. And yet, most people build their entire lives trying to get satisfaction from it. That's the contradiction. You expect permanence from something temporary. And when it doesn't give you that, you feel empty. Not because you failed, but because your expectation was wrong. This is what creates that constant dissatisfaction. You reach something, and your mind immediately moves the goal again. You get what you wanted, and suddenly it's not enough anymore. Because the problem was never the goal, it was what you expected it to do for you. You expected it to fill something deeper, something internal, something that achievements can't reach. And this is where most people get stuck. They don't question the system. They just try harder inside it. More effort, more chasing, more comparison. But the feeling stays the same. Because nothing external can stabilize something internal. The Qur'an gives a different direction. Qur'an 13:28. Verily, in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. Notice the contrast. One is described as temporary, the other as rest. Not excitement, not a high, rest. Something stable, something that doesn't disappear after a few moments. And that's what you're actually looking for. Not constant pleasure, but stability, calm, a sense that you don't need to keep chasing just to feel okay. But that only comes when you stop expecting the world to give you what only something deeper can. And this doesn't mean you stop working or stop improving your life. It means you stop depending on it for your sense of fulfillment. Because once your fulfillment depends on external things, you will always feel unstable. One good day, then one bad day. One achievement, then another emptiness. But when your center shifts, when your focus changes, you stop being controlled by that cycle. You still live your life, you still work, you still improve, but you're no longer chasing a feeling that keeps escaping you. And that's when things start to change. Not necessarily around you, but within you. The pressure reduces, the comparison fades, the constant dissatisfaction begins to weaken. Because now, you understand something most people don't, that nothing in this world was meant to fully satisfy you.
And once you truly accept that, you stop expecting it to. And strangely, that's when you finally feel a sense of peace.